All right, I'm going to do one more video here of Papeete with kind of a summary again of what we know and what we see. So this is a larger, good health, good shape, outgoing seal point boy. No! And that's a perfect example of the behavior that we're going to see with him initially in the home. This boy is really desperate for attention. He needs this alpha voice, and initially you are going to get some bad behavior, and that's because rescue, unfortunately, this situation has made him worse. Because here he doesn't get along with other cats, so he has to come out by himself. When I let him out by himself, which is in the evenings, I want to give him a good long time out by himself. He's out from 5 p.m. until 7 a.m., but there's nobody over here. So he's out by himself. No cats, no people. This is a very people-oriented cat. Likes dogs, doesn't like other cats. So he is a cat that's desperate for attention. He's very smart. He's very interested in interacting. He wants a lot of attention. He can be very cuddly. He can follow you all around, talk to you, play with you, romp around, be silly, play fetch, do lots of things that dogs would do. But the way we have broken him in rescue is by having a situation where this is a cat that needs to go home and needs to be in an environment where he gets lots of attention. Once he gets lots of attention, he's secure, he is comfortable with his people, he knows he's going to be loved, he knows all is going to be all right, then this behavior will stop. But if he's in a situation where he doesn't get enough attention, and that's the biggest concern and question. You know, first home he went to, people were gone all the time, they were home very little bit of the time, and therefore he didn't get much attention. And what they said was all night long he wanted to plays like crazy, super playful. They were home, got home from work 6, 7 p.m., went to make dinner, went to bed, have a busy life, a busy work week, and what happens is he's keeping them awake all night long because he wants to play. He's not getting enough attention. So as soon as he's in an environment where he gets a lot of attention, that doesn't mean someone who's home 24/7, but it does mean someone who's really dedicated to having an animal that needs a ton of interaction. And ideally, if he could be in a situation with a dog, he likes dogs, and the two of them could keep each other occupied, playing with each other, etc. Well, the people are doing something else. And then at night, though, he's still going to need a lot of attention. Once he gets in that situation, once he's secure, he knows he has a lot of attention, he's got a routine down, this grabbing and biting behavior is going to dissipate and disappear. But it's going to take maybe a month for that to happen, and initially he's going to be bad. Initially he's going to grab at you, and he grabs at legs, and he grabs at hands, and he bites, and he does sometimes break the skin, and it is not what I call an aggressive bite where, I'm attacking you. It is a desperate for attention bite. We didn't see it the first time he was in rescue. He wasn't here very long. He got lots of attention. He was out and about, went home very quickly. There was kind of a honeymoon period. Then he was home for about 3 days, and they were working, like I said, long hours, and it went downhill from there. Back he came very, very quickly. So a great cat, very, very dog-like, really needs a dog to play with. Older kids would be good too, but they're going to get nipped. But he must have alpha owners. That's the strong personality. You heard my voice in the beginning when he kind of leapt at me. That's what you need to do. You need to be very consistent with him. A super soaker I have that works very well. If I have to squirt him in the face, this is exactly what I have used before, and it works. And then withdrawal of attention. The minute he does that, he's asking for attention, you have to sort of withdraw attention. And it's a little difficult if he's kind of going after your legs. You have to remove yourself or remove him from the environment. Of course, the best way in the world to teach him is to do exactly what I'm doing now, which is distracting him so that he's not leaping at my legs and grabbing for attention. I'm keeping him busy. I'm keeping him entertained. So I would say when he first gets into the home, there is tons and tons and tons of this feather wand stuff going on that is keeping him busy, keeping him active and energized and, you know, playing and leaping and racing and chasing. There's some motorized toys you can use even to do that. Hopefully playing with a dog is doing that. So you're really giving him lots of ways to expend his energy that are appropriate, and therefore he does not need to expend energy or request the need to expend energy in inappropriate ways. Great, great cat, but he really, I don't want to send him again until someone is really convinced that their situation is right for him, and they are also really convinced that they can give him a month. Because the first situation, you know, didn't even last a week, and that's just not good for him. That's you know, adding what's the word I want? You know, fuel to the fire, I guess. It's just making his situation worse, where he goes and he comes back and he's given up again, and you know, so on and so forth. So, great cat. Really need someone to say, well, we're going to give him a month, and we know that we can commit, you know, a month, meaning I want you to give him forever, but we're really going to try hard for a month before we throw in the towel. And we really feel that we have an environment that can keep him stimulated, energized, involved, and, you know, maybe part of that is with a dog or older kids, but ideally a dog that is going to keep him entertained when the adult humans are not there. And the other part of that is when the adult humans are there, they want this kind of interaction. They want a cat that they are busy entertaining and keeping involved. And again, there are motorized toys and stuff that you can use. I mean, this is one right here. This, you turn this on, and the thing goes round and round, and they can pounce on it. So there are, you know, there's some ways to not have to wave this feather wand around all the time. But he's, you know, he's an athletic boy, needs a lot of ways to expend his energy, needs a lot of attention, wants to be loved, wants to be a good boy. I mean, these cats want to be good. They just, again, they get into situations where they, you know, it's very hard to be good. And like I said, rescue has kind of broken this cat a little bit by forcing him now to be in an environment where he really gets no, I don't want to say no, but he really gets very, very little attention, human attention, and he needs it. He gets no dog attention. And that just makes him worse, because when I walk in the door, what does he want? You know, he wants me, and he grabs at me in an inappropriate way. So great, great cat. If you're the right home, let's talk.